Texas-born, 45. Should the Broncos sign Blake Martinez? Sure, if they want. Blake Martinez, his numbers, his tackle numbers have always looked great, right? 151, 155, 144. Here's the problem. He's a very good run stopper. He's bad in coverage. Tackles individually are a bad way to evaluate players because they're around the football, but why are they around the football? Where are they around the football? Too many times for Martinez, it's been because he got beat in coverage. Who do you think is the best remaining NFL free agent left unsigned? Let me know in the comments section who you think is the top free agent left.
After extending Russ, who could the Broncos extend next? I'd say Bradley Chubb. I think Bradley Chubb is the guy that they might try to lock up next. He's obviously been solid, some injury issues with him, but Chubb has so much upside. I'm a big fan of Bradley Chubb, and in terms of who they could extend next, look to lock him up. I think Bradley Chubb is going to be the next guy because he's such a big part of the Broncos' defensive identity. He's a big part of the future. They do not want to let that guy get away. I would absolutely lock Bradley Chubb up. Look for him to be the next guy that gets extended over there in Denver. Be sure to like this video, by the way. If you love the NFL, trying to get more likes on our videos, hit that thumbs up icon.
From Tristan Bravo, should someone trade for Deion Jones? No. I don't think anyone's making a move right now for Deion Jones. He had the shoulder injury in the offseason. Then he went on IR this year, so he's not healthy right now. He's expensive. Kind of feels like the Falcons are just playing the waiting game with Deion Jones. They're going to keep him for now. Next year, he's gone. If he comes back this year, great. Kind of feels like both sides don't want to be involved with each other that much anymore. So we'll wait and see, but I don't think anyone should trade for Deion Jones right now. It's too expensive, and he's not healthy.
Do you ever see the NFL changing their overtime rules to have a winner then having a tie? I appreciate that question, Mr. Sports, because I actually have a great idea. I think producer Jeremy Chugg's going to like this idea. So I understand the whole player safety thing, why they don't want to play a second overtime. But here's what you do. Here's my idea. If overtime ends in a tie, you know how like soccer has PKs and hockey has shootouts. You have a kickoff between the two kickers. They start at the 10-yard line. Both kickers make that kick. They move to the 20. Both kickers make that kick. They move to the 30. Then move to the 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, so on. And then whoever misses, loses. I love it. It's a great idea. And then kickers are going to be very valuable in those type of situations. So the overtime rule should be changed. I mean, in American sports in the year 2022, there should be no ties. That should be illegal. They should change the rule. I think that'd be a lot of fun. A little kickoff, I don't know what they'd call it, kick, shootout, I don't know, but it should happen. Dark horse Super Bowl contender. It's a great question. Honestly, might be the Minnesota Vikings because this is a team that I think is going to win maybe 11 or 12 games, sneak into the playoff, not sneak in, but comfortably make the playoffs, and maybe sneak to, let's say, an NFC championship game. This might be like the Bengals of this year, the Vikings. Here are some other Super Bowl dark horse teams to watch. Dolphins have so much talent. If Tua can perform, they're going to be dangerous. Philadelphia is going to be really good. New Orleans and Minnesota, I think, also are Super Bowl dark horses. I think all those teams make the playoffs, and all of them have the potential to make a deep run in January and into February. Who is your dark horse Super Bowl contender? Go down in the comment section. Let me know. It is the pinned comment on today's video. So when ad break comes, go down, chime in. Who is your dark horse Super Bowl contender?
Now, if you want NFL, NBA, and college football coverage all year long, hit that big red button and subscribe. We are Chat Sports, have videos every day, oftentimes multiple times per day on everything going on around the NFL. So if you haven't already, hit that big red button and subscribe.
The Panthers play the Browns next week. I need a full breakdown on what will happen and end it with a game prediction, please. I like this question, NFL kid. Baker revenge game. I'm going to be honest. I don't think Jacoby Brissett's very good. I just don't. Last year in Miami, he was mediocre. He's a decent backup, but can he start and play at a high level starting? I don't know. But Baker Mayfield, man, I mean, I'm surprised he's talking as much as he is. I mean, he's given the Browns a lot of bulletin board material, but I still think that the Panthers are going to win. In fact, I think that it's going to be a close game until the very end. I think it'll be like a 3-point Panther lead going into the fourth quarter. Panthers win by 10. I'm going to say 27-17. Panthers win. Baker Mayfield throws 2 touchdown passes, and he's going to be doing a lot of celebrating. That game means a lot to Baker Mayfield.
All right, from Vince, who is the most likely real upset in Week 1? Okay, so you're talking about real upsets, so I will use the Vegas odds from that standpoint to help determine the upsets. The Vikings are not nearly as big of a underdog as I would think that they are, or that they should be from that standpoint. That's kind of interesting. I do like the idea of the meme upset of Joe Flacco beating the Ravens. Not going to get my hopes up for that one. That seems a bit unlikely. So I like the Vikings over the Packers. I think that's a pretty realistic one from that standpoint. Beyond that, I mean, I don't see the Falcons beating the Saints. Lions-Eagles would be fun because it's the Lions, but I think Eagles win that one. So I'll go Vikings over the Packers.
On BetUS, if you use promo code NFL Daily for a 125% deposit bonus. That's the link right there, chatsports.com/bet. So if you put $100 in, you can get $125 in free cash to bet with. That's a great deal. Go and take advantage. A lot of great games to bet on this weekend over there. Chatsports.com/bet. They got college football, NFL, prop bets, everything you need to bet on. They got it. Chatsports.com/bet. Who are your top 3 breakout candidates for running back and for wide receiver this year? It's a great question. I don't think I can count a rookie as a breakout candidate here. I think Elijah Mitchell is going to be outstanding for San Francisco. I get it, they lost Mostert, but he's going to be the guy there going forward. I think he's going to be really good. Who else here? I think Chase Edmonds for the Dolphins is going to be really, really good. I think he's going to have a breakout year. And then when you look at some other guys, who else? Oh, yeah, Nico Collins, wide receiver for the Texans, going to have a good year. I think Jalen Waddle, I don't know if I call it a breakout year because he's really good in his rookie year, but when you look at what he did in his rookie year, like that was against CB1s. He's going to make CB2s look silly this year. Nico Collins for the Texans, as producer Jeremy Chuggs mentioned, he's going to have a really big breakout year as well. Again, Dameon Pierce, I think, is going to have a good year. Here's another breakout candidate. Devontae Smith? Yeah, he might be good. Because now they have A.J. Brown. He takes a lot of pressure off him. So, yeah, Devontae Smith, too, in Philadelphia, I'd say, is going to have a breakout year. What do you think about QB Will Levis from Kentucky? Michael, you're asking the right guy. I am a big Will Levis fan. I am such a big Will Levis fan that I might have to start doing mayonnaise in my coffee. That's how much I like Will Levis. I think he's going to be a stud at the next level. I think he has everything it takes to succeed at the next level. He looked great in their first game against Miami of Ohio. Won me some dough. I appreciate Will Levis. I think Will Levis from Kentucky is the real deal. I think he's going to be the 3rd quarterback taken in this year's draft. I should say next year's draft behind C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young.
Junior Estrada, NFL draft sleepers for next year. Ooh, kind of early with just week 1 of the season. I was kind of hoping it was going to be Devin Leary at quarterback, and then he didn't play very well in the first game. That was pretty disappointing. Jack's in my ear saying Emory Jones. No. Sorry. Overall, it's a little early for draft sleeper conversations. If you check out the channel, I did some week 1 winners that I was pretty impressed by from that standpoint. Some losers in there as well. Like Mayan Williams, not a guy on my radar, even though he played for Ohio State. Played awesome. Rashee Rice, SMU. Good sleeper name in there. FSU had some receivers flash in that opening game as well. The Charlie Jones from Purdue, I think, is maybe a good example. Like Buffalo, Iowa, Purdue transfer, balled out in his first game for Purdue. That's a good name to keep an eye out for as well. Oh, and the South Dakota State tight end. I forget his name. That's a good one. UNC Panther King Animan Marvel. Think the Jags could make the playoffs this season. I think they're going to be better this year, which is a very low bar to clear, I know. And of the AFC divisions, the South is the least of the group, just barely behind the AFC East. Can they beat the Texans twice? Yes. Can they steal games against the Colts and Titans? Maybe. I think it's tough because you got to win 10-plus games. I don't see a 10-plus win jump for Jacksonville, but 7, 8, maybe even 9, and being in contention into December, I think that is possible.